Hey girls, welcome back to Heatherly Hearts and welcome back to another edition of This or That. And my This or That series is where I take a higher end product and I try to find a cheaper alternative for it that's and let you know if I like it more, less, the same, or better. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so today what we're doing is we're going to take the Beauty Blender. You probably know about this if you've been on YouTube for very long. They are sponges that you wet and they expand and then you use them to stipple on your foundation, okay? And everybody's been looking for a dupe for these because they are $20 a piece for one of them, okay? And so what I'm going to be comparing it to is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and this is how it looks. Mine's bigger than it usually is because I've already wet it and used it in the second part of this to do my face today, but I'm going to be doing these head-to-head. These are $5 and change, and I got mine off Ulta.com. These are $20. So the question is, girls, is it going to be this or is it going to be that? Okay, girls, try not to be scared of my bare face. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to do this side of my face with the same Dermablend foundation as this side. So I'm going to use the same foundation. And this is a very, for me, very full coverage foundation. So I think using the Beauty Blender and the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge will be good. They'll be good to use with a full foundation to see how it shears out. Okay, so this side of my face I'm going to use the Beauty Blender, and this side of my face I'm going to use the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. So we're going to start with the Beauty Blender and start dabbing that all over. And I like the Beauty Blender. It's important to kind of stipple it on, but I think it gives a really pretty finish. So that's with the Beauty Blender. And now I'm going to try the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. And I've never used this before. And just to be fair, this side of my face is has more spotting and stuff on it for whatever reason. I like the flat end of it to use it and roll because it's like perfect. You put your fingers here and you roll it on and it seems to really get in there. So far, there's a little bit better coverage over here with the Beauty Blender, okay? So I am noticing a little bit better coverage. Now, I'll tell you in the end if I think it's worth the huge price difference. You know, a lot of people love the Beauty Blender for the pointed edge because you can get right up in there with concealer. So I'm going to see how this more flat edge with just this point does with it, okay? So I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me in Fair on both eyes. Try to get the same amount. Okay, so I'm going to do this side with the Beauty Blender. And I like the point on this for this. This is really a perfect application for this. Okay, so let me try this point, and I'm going to try it with the flat edge first. Yeah, that works good too. And it gets right in there. It is different because this is a flatter edge, but I actually like the feel of this better. Okay, I would say that there is a little bit fuller coverage on this. Okay, girls, so in closing, these are not dupes for one another. The Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge is the closest thing in texture and the absorbency, the way it puffs up. It's the closest thing, this sponge. Okay, here they are. I'm going to get them out of the package. This sponge is the closest things in texture that I've ever found to the Beauty Blender, okay? They are not dupes, though. I like the shape and the feel, the softness of this one better. But I like the application of my makeup just a tiny bit better with this one. It seemed to not shear it out as much. So they aren't dupes. It isn't exact. I like the feel and I love the shape of this. I love the fact that they put a flat angled plane here to get into your face, okay? But for application, this won out by just a little. But because I like the feel of this, I like the shape of this, and this is $5 and change, and this is $19. Girls, I'm going to say for the this or that, I would go with the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. It is not an exact dupe, but for pricing and all other things considered, I would say I would go with this. Okay, girls? I hope that helps. If there are any questions, please leave them below. Please remember to subscribe. It's like a huge pat on the back, and I'm so thankful for all my subscribers, and I hope that your day is filled with only the beautiful things. Stay tuned for more this or that and all kinds of new things coming this holiday season. Thank you, girls. Bye.